Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation 2, and this is a request from Hunter Darkwolf, who wanted the Sazabi in their personal colors. So, that is what I've got. It looks pretty good, I think. The black kind of all clusters up on the torso from the back, but it's a little bit more evenly distributed when you can see it from the front, which, since I'm taking the point, you'll be able to see a little bit better in a second. Based it on the version for his Marasai, and I like how the colors laid out. They're kind of similar in body structure, I feel like, the Marasai and the Sazabi. But, yeah, came out pretty good, and this was a pretty good round as I remember. Except for my running face first into that beam shot, but, you know, I'm going to do that a few times. Started out kind of rough. Started out very difficult as I remember, because the enemy team was holding together very well. Our team was a little bit spread out, and the problem with mobile suits this big on the deserted city map is that you kind of get stuck places sometimes trying to get around one another, and you sometimes just don't really have a good way to just peek around corners and shoot because of all the sticky outy bits on your mobile suits. So yeah, it's a lot harder to do the kind of hit and move tactics that this map usually demands when your mobile suit is, you know, huge. Which, yeah, Sazabi is one of the biggest things in the game, I'm pretty sure. The O should be about the same size. I think it's actually been shrunk a little bit, but yeah, it's, at any rate, it is big. And yeah, so Sazabi I ran once, like back when I got it. The beam shot rifle is pretty good. It acts as a shotgun up close, acts as a or up close and uncharged. Charged, it is a stunning weapon, standard beam rifle kind of thing. And I tried to run down that full armor Hyakushiki Kai, because in the previous round I had managed to do that successfully, but this particular one used the tactic of shooting at me, which I apparently was not ready for. So, yeah, I died, and I kind of deserved it, but now we're going to get back into it and see what happens. Hopefully this works. I'm not sure yet. But I remember it being decent, so we'll hope my memory is good. And like that. Okay, there is another, I think that's a Gune Gyaradoga, which is now dead. The thing I really like about the Sazabi, the thing that suits me the most about it, is the fact that it's follow funnels and its beam navel can both be used while boosting. And I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I just feel like mobile suits should be able to attack while moving, while boosting, in fact. That's kind of their whole thing, especially if you watch Zeta Gundam and beyond. You know, they do not really sit still while they're fighting. They move. And the ability to do that with weapons just always is, you know, a welcome thing. Happens most with missiles, but follow funnels do it too. And also, yeah, just certain weapons like the Sazabi and full armor Hyakushiki Kai's chest-mounted beam guns. So, let's see, took a shot there. Unfortunately, you can't use the shield missiles while boosting. As far as I can tell, the like general rule of thumb is things that are mounted to the mobile suit's body and frequently have an either very direct or completely indirect fire arc are the weapons that tend to get boost fire. You know, missiles that arc out from your suit will probably be the ones that they let you fire while boosting. Funnels, of course, are not attached, so they can take whatever facing they need without messing up the animation. Beam navel's fairly straightforward. It points, you know, towards the reticle, so yeah, it's just all depends. But we are managing to catch up here a little bit after our rough start, and I'm probably going to die again, but I am going to try not to, because I'd rather not. Let's see, took a shot at that fin funnel beam shield as I went by, but right now it's time for me to just kind of hide and ready weapons, because one shot from basically anything will kill me. I mean, depends on the shot, but most of what is available at this cost, yeah, it can just wipe me out. So I'm just very carefully trying to get the drop on people, like I just did with that new Gundam, which apparently just decided to go another direction, going after that Gune Doga successfully. And now I'm getting a little bit bold because there's not much else to do. The reach on the Sazabi's beam sword is enormous. It's hard to actually grasp how big it is until you're swinging it, because you can hit people that feel like they're a mile away. Because remember that not only is it very long in relation to the Sazabi's body, but as we previously mentioned, the Sazabi is huge. So yeah, it is tremendously ranged. It has a great reach, and it is really handy. So yeah, but as I recall, this is probably about where things start turning around. I've gotten a couple of decent shots in here, a few okay kills, and yeah, we're going to overtake the enemy team soon, I believe, and that's when that's when things start to feel a little bit more like we're, in control of the round. So, let's see, we're all spawned in. They're going after one group of us. I'm moving in to protect them because it's 2 on 5. And we all need to be over there because there's no excuse for just letting people over there die. And we're going to be outnumbered and get killed ourselves if we do. So there is the Gune Doga. I missed my shot by a mile, but that's what my beam naval's for. And yeah, big swing, big damage. And yeah, even the sub beam sabers, the wrist stored ones, have really great range, as you just saw. So has a pattern similar to the Cubile, but not quite, but wider, I'd say. Full Armor Kai tried to get me, did not succeed. That there were 3 people surrounding me, and I believe I'm about to kill at least 2 of them. So, let's see, just this one I'm trying to be a little bit more careful of, because it is, I think it's the Gune Doga, which if I'd realized I might have gone a little harder, because I have type advantage and I'm not taking as much damage as I thought. But I did get that shot in with the beam naval, and now I'm just going to try and get to cover, especially since there's someone coming up behind me who was not ready for me to be dodging, apparently. They're dead, so that's 2 out of my 3 pursuers. And I'm going to try and get the 3rd right now. See, right now I figured out it's the Gune Doga and, just walked around the corner and tanked. So, yeah, that's 3 kills in a row. And everybody who surrounded me, I have now managed to kill, and that's why you're seeing this round, because that felt really good. Beam naval, no, you don't get away. Sorry, my reach is just enormous. And then I died because I am gigantic and I could not get around that new Gundam. That's why I died. Good news is, even though I do not have enough time to respawn in any functional way, I believe that at the very last second we are about to win this. So, as you can see, we're like 300 points behind. It's a 700 room, of course, so anything anybody does is going to be a win for us. So, we will, I'm pretty sure, like, to the point where you can't see it happen before the clock flips over is when it happens. So, 3, 2, 1... Yep, just then, and I got the assist, so that got us over the threshold, and that is it. So yeah, that was I thought a pretty good round, and I did some pretty good fighting at the end in particular, and I got top everything except for assist. So yeah, pretty satisfied. 4,500, 91,000 damage. I was targeted, or at least I was on people's screens 25% of the time. 6 kills, 3 deaths, and, I hope you liked it, Hunter. I thought it came out pretty well. So, that is going to do it for today's Gundam Battle Operation 2. We'll be back soon with more, so till next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later! It was nice to go back to the Sazabi here, because I was thinking about this, and, I've said before that one of the problems I have since I'm always doing the newest stuff and requests is I don't really have time to focus in on anything and get good, but also just with the things like the new Gyaradoga that just came out, I ran it long enough to get around and then put it aside so I could work on other requests, and I really like that thing and I want to run it more. So managed to give it a couple of shots, didn't get anything like super good, but I enjoyed myself, so it was nice to be able to have time to do that.